So in one of my last videos, I tried on some modesty. And to be quite honest with you, it felt really uncomfortable. Uh, for a long time, I played in this understanding of, or I played in the energy of modesty, and I moved out of it. And since I moved out of it, going back into it was a shift that I felt and that I was very aware of. So I want to talk about modesty because it's one of those things that so many people are still playing in, and it's like a belief that it's beneficial, and it actually isn't. So what is modesty? Modesty is pretending or downplaying that you're not as great as you are in order for other people to feel comfortable. Modesty is altering yourself in a way that makes other people satisfied. And the thing about modesty is that you can't play in modesty and be a master. It doesn't actually work. So here's what you're trying to do, or here's what people try to do. They are very aware, we are very aware, and especially those who are very advanced and have worked on the ego, they're very aware of being egotistical or ego-driven and arrogant. And so the intent is to walk in a sense of humility. And as a result, they adopt modesty. Modesty and humility are not the same things. They're not even close energetically. And our definition of humility is way off in the traditional sense of what if you look up in the dictionary what humility is, it's not actually accurate in any way. It actually implies that humans are flawed. And there's nothing further than the truth because we are divine beings. And in that divinity, our definition of humility is off. But what we have adopted is modesty. And we will pretend we are flawed in a way to not show up other people. We will not be our true selves. We will not stand in the light that we are in order to make other people feel comfortable. And there's a lot of reasons. There's timelines, there's energetic things that we have experienced, there's our own life experience that we've gone through that allows us to play in that energy because of consequences of different circumstances that we are aware of. However, it's now time to move out of that. And it's now time to own your mastery. And modesty for many is that last big thing, let's call it, that is stopping you from taking that step. Because in the desire to be accepted by the masses, let's say, or friends or family, you're downplaying your greatness. You're downplaying your magic. You're downplaying the divinity that you are. And it may be so subtle that in the video that I was being modest in, you probably didn't even notice. But the point of this is I noticed. And now that you have become aware of what modesty is, can you notice that you are downplaying yourself for others' acceptance? And the key about this noticing is that when I noticed it, it made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel like I wasn't living in my highest vibration. Enough so that I ended it right there and I was like, it's time to change. I'm not doing this modesty thing ever again. And as a result, it revealed so many new aspects of how we play in modesty, which led to this talk. And there's so much more I can share. But I want to get to this point of you have the opportunity to let it go. You have the opportunity to move out of that and stand in your divinity, stand in your mastery, stand in your magic, shine your light, and be the light that you are. Because when you take that step and you move out of being average for other people to accept, what happens is you are the creator and you are the attractor, and you will co-create with people who do not want you to be like everybody else, but is coming to you because you're not.